Good evening, everyone. I'm Night Before Dawn, and welcome back to Sons of the Forest. I have designed a rather decent defensive wall, and it comes with a few handy features. It does take up a fair amount of space, but it is well worth it in my opinion. As you can see, I'm looking down on the outside of the wall where there are spikes sticking through the wall. This hole I'm looking through is called a machicolation, and I landed on a spike. Oh well. And that up there is just up there or that half wall up there, or 2 log high wall up there, is just so that you don't fall off while you're up there shooting down at your enemies. So you can run up here and just pull out your bow and arrow and shoot down. I don't have a bow and arrow because this is a peaceful world. But yeah, as you can see, there's reinforced spikes all the way along here at 2 levels, and easily open things. And you're still gathering sticks. I said fill the holder. The holder's full, buddy. Thank you, but anyways. To build this is pretty simple, but if you'll also notice, it is exactly square. Like, the defensive wall I've built is exactly square with the structure. So, there you go. You can pick that up. Yep. How about take a break? Just take a break. You're good, buddy. Thanks. I got all the... Okay. I've got all the logs I need. I've got plenty of sticks. So, I think I'll just build this... I don't know. Right up by these rocks here. Let's just get these rocks cleared away a bit. Haha. There we go. They're kind of out of the way. Haha, nice. Now, so the main thing you have to focus on is don't start with the structure. Start with your defensive wall. I'm going to kind of try and be parallel to that, but I'm not going to focus too much on it. Like, I'm going to go there and then there. That's close enough. But now I need to make sure everything I place has that little dotted line connecting it, because otherwise things won't be square. And here is number 5, and with the latest update you can actually build defensive walls, or defensive wall doors, and the way they work, you can have it either way. Whichever side is at the top is the side that will swing, and whichever side you're standing on it will swing away from. As you can see, this has the bark on it, this has the inside of the wood, so outside of the wood, inside of the wood, outside of the base, inside of the base, and it will swing out. I think that's a pretty smart way of doing it. And hello, Kelvin. Anyways, I'm going to switch this to that angle and then carry on. What I'm going to actually have is, in line with here, there's going to be a pole 2 back, like about there. And there's also going to be one about here, right in line with this piece. I don't know why that's doing that, but anyway. But I always go past by one, and then I take 2 logs and I come back off of the wall by 2. Then I take 1 more log and place it. Oh, I'll grab 2 logs actually. 2 more logs. Place 1 log here. This is the main log of your structure, like the very first log that matters for your structure. Before you can remove this log right here, this corner log, place something, because as you can see it snaps to an angle. It doesn't matter what angle you place this at, it'll snap to it. So I'm just going to do that one. That works. And that is perfectly parallel right there. Now I can pick this up and this up. I'll place one of them here in line and one here. Now, if you build your structure first and then your defensive wall, it's fine at this point. But make sure if you do the defensive wall after, which is probably smarter, that you keep at least 1 full log width of distance away. I'm going to actually not build my defensive wall right now. I'm going to build the main structure first. So I'm going to just leave it like that. Because if I build the defensive wall now, if I turn, say I wanted to go beyond that, and I just go la da 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 da, and I'm like, yeah, right here's a good spot to turn, it might not line up with this. So if you build the framework of this first, then you know exactly where everything's going to line up. And I'm just going to place this down so I can get up easy. Okay, and then I come over here, and you can place your logs through the defensive wall. And then that's why I have these 2 half logs here. They're rather important. You wait for that curved arrow there, and you can just lift up the front edges of your defensive wall. Now, there is a little trick you need to know to actually get the end piece out there. You can't just place it on there. See that little up arrow? You have to put a log in there, and now you can place across here. On this side I can't get that arrow. On this side I can. But once that's done, I can take that support away. So we're good. And now I'm not going to be keeping the gate as it is, but that is the primary structure complete. This is the wall up front. Let's grab one more for the wall so I don't fall off. And yeah, I'll bring this out a bit farther. Enough to actually come around the corners just like I have this other one. And like I was saying, keep your logs at least 1 full log's distance away from the from the corner logs. And always make sure, that reminds me, always make sure that every time you place a log that it has that little dotted line going between it. If it's like that, you're not square. If you're like that, it's square. So I'll grab one more log here. Do that. I'm actually going to take that log off of there. And now I need to place it. I need to come get this. And I have a couple of extra logs like this over here. They're just extras. And if you go in here like this and get that, sometimes you'll be lucky and you can get... Come on. Oh, there it was. See how I've got the dotted line going off to my left? That means that that half, or that one height log is the correct height. Place that, and that goes across there. Now, I'm holding a stick. Perfect. I'm going to just place my stick down. Let's go in here just somewhere. Find the spot I want. Let's see, how does that look? It's a little far back, but not too bad. See, I can adjust up here. But now what I want to do is I want to come over to here. And let's try about there. What happens if I come in here? Come on, get the other one. Do the other one. Come on. Okay, let's try this. Sometimes this helps. Because I can get the opposites. No, it's not snapping to anything but that top one, which sucks. This is the most irritating part, getting the spikes to line up. Oh, crouching seems to help. Yeah, crouching helps a lot. Okay, there we go. Now, you can just daisy chain them along. Come on, over here. No, that one's not going to let it work. There we go. I want to line that one up a little bit different. Come on. There we go. Because the closer you can get them to the wall, the better. So what you do is you just get in here and find a point where it does that, and see if you can find a spot where you can stand and move it closer to the wall. And then the same for this one. Beautiful. Now they're not evenly spaced, and it's difficult to get them evenly spaced, and even filling in that center bit is near impossible. So oftentimes that may be all you want to do, is just that. And then I'm going to pick this up and just start placing all these in. Now you'll notice I haven't done the bottom. You can do the bottom first. In some cases I would recommend doing the bottom first. In some cases I would recommend doing the bottom last. Okay, that's pretty good. No. There we go. That is all of that. Now, if we do this, see, those are already reinforced, but I can still turn them into spikes. And there's my spiked wall started. Now, interesting fact, to do the bottom, you actually have to remove that. I can place it wherever, that don't matter. And now bring out the stick again. Find a decent spot and poke. And as you can see, it will go through the rocks. And you can do that quite easily. But as long as if you end up underneath one of the other spikes, that's kind of a problem. You don't want to be directly underneath one of the other spikes. Yeah, that's good. It's okay to be close to directly underneath one, but you don't want to be directly underneath one. Okay, and then right about here, please let me link. Oh yes, it did. To that one, and then to there. And now I'm gonna, yep, that one, because I want to get closer. Okay, and now just like before, I'm going to grab rocks. I have a whole bunch in a rock holder over here, so, oh, don't need to use it, I guess. Let's just do this. And start reinforcing these these sticks. I did much better on the bottom than I did on the top. That's probably plenty. Let's grab just that one more so I'm holding on to it. Oh, I can't. I have to grab it off the ground for that. Gotcha. Okay, now I can finish reinforcing. Is that all reinforced? I think it's all reinforced. Okay. Pull out my axe. Get the little arrow. Okay. Now there's all that. If I want to, I can... There it is. I can come grab this. And I can replace it. And now we have double spiked walls. I haven't done the machicolations yet, but you know how that... Well, actually, I'll just leave this here. I'll grab these logs. I'll just run up this. And place these like that. And those like that. Space that one out so it's there. And that's how you build your machicolations. It's really, really simple. Now anything that attacks from under here has to deal with a spike wall, and you up here with a bow and arrow. If you found this useful, feel free to leave a like, maybe a comment, or subscribe. Anyways, thank you very much. Say goodbye, Kelvin.